This is a quick tour of the CDC's invoice module as it relates to a job note card. To see the materials we bought on a job, click on the Purchases button. If we click on the Labor button, we can also see the time that's been charged to a job. To bill the client, just click on the Invoices button and then add an invoice. From here, the CDC lets you review and select the labor record you want to bill. You can also select the format you want on the invoice. To create separate line items for regular time, overtime, and double time, use the default setting here. For this invoice, let's format labor by the service date and then push Continue. Next, the CDC opens a list of all the materials we purchased for the job. Here we see one item that cost us $52. We can bill this item at cost or edit the PO here to calculate the profit margin we want to maintain. From the purchase order screen that opens, let's calculate a 50% gross margin to double our money. We can also add an invoice description if we like, but for now, let's let the system pull the description we use when we place the order with the vendor. If we had a long list of materials and expenses, we could also choose to summarize them into one line on the invoice here. Push the Continue button again and the system builds our invoice. From here, after we're done making any hand adjustments, we can push the Save button. Lastly, the CDC asks us to confirm that the labor and materials we process should be marked as billed rather than unbilled. Once the invoice has been saved, we can select it and then go Print Invoice. When we push the Download button, the CDC automatically opens the invoice in Excel, where it can then be printed, mailed, or emailed to the client. This should give you a good start on how you can use the CDC to easily invoice your clients.